Okay, we're on the skill set page 2, and if you haven't seen the first 3 or 4 videos on middle school snare drum skill sets, I would suggest that you go back and take a look at those. We are on page 2, and if you look over here at the music, we are on skill set or exercise number 11, 12, 13, and 14. This covers rolls. Now, this is not an all-inclusive treatise on learning to play rolls. This is simply playing the exercises that you or your students should master before moving on. I'll refer you to my Teacher Pay Teachers account down below, and I have a book entitled Teaching Rolls Ultimate Guide. Several pages on how to teach rolls and lots of exercises. This is sort of an abbreviated packet so that band directors and students can have most every skill set you need in 4 pages. So without further ado, let's look at number 11, and we are going to buzz eighth notes. It's ultra important that you learn early on how to meter rolls. And what I mean by that is that when you play a rhythm before the roll, your hands will continue in the same motion. And that's what I've written here. So if you're looking at number 11, we have eighth notes set up. Well, when you play the buzz after that and measure 2 of number 11, your hands will still go the basic motion, right, left, but we're going to buzz the strokes. All right, and our goal is to produce as many buzzes, as many strokes as possible before going to the next hand, because that is going to be an overlapping, so you don't want it to, you don't want that. So we won't get into how you execute the buzz, but just suffice it to say that your hands must come off the stick, but not out, down, all right? You're going to maintain the fulcrum, and the fingers are going to come off the stick somewhat. I actually push up with my middle finger slightly to get that buzz. So my pinkies and my 4th fingers, my ring fingers, are actually not doing much of the work at all. It's mainly the fulcrum and my middle finger pushing up. All right? There are other ways of doing that, but that's the way I've done it for years and years and years. Many years. So, okay, so let's set the metronome on maybe 100, and let's play number 11. Now, this is not going to sound like a roll at first. This is just to get the buzz motion, all right, so that you understand and can execute the meter roll. All right, here's 11, and let's put eighth notes. Hang on one second. Here we go. All right, here's 11. 1, 2, twice through, go. Okay, so once you can do that, and once your students can do that over and over, just making it real consistent, nice and relaxed, then move on to the longer version, which is number 12. All right, here's number 12. Ready, and. Oops. I'm going to try to overlap the buzzes. So don't allow a buzz to stop before you overlap with the other. Hopefully that makes sense. That will produce a better roll, a better roll with better sound quality. Now, given we are playing on a practice pad, all right, so the quality of sound is not quite going to be as good as if we were playing on an actual drum. And there's some other things that go into that: tuning of the snare drum, the tightening of the snares. Too loose, too tight, somewhere in between. There's a sweet spot where you're supposed to tune your snare drum so that your buzz rolls will sound good at all dynamic levels. Okay, so now, once you can play this or your students can play this, go back and say, all right, let's play 11 through and play 12 through without any repeats. So let's do that. Here's 11 into 12. Ready, go. Repeat. Okay, let me add one more comment. Teaching students every week and over the years, I found that it's better if you tell them to play their buzz rolls a little bit lower than they would full strokes. You don't want to go, because it's going to sound not so good. So you want to lower the roll, lower the heights of the sticks. There's still somewhat of an intensity of the strokes. Just not so high, all right? All right, so with that being said, when we speed this process up and they're able to play, well, guess what? Now you're into 13 and 14. Now you're into where they can go off into a tangent and learning 16th note roll patterns, okay? And that's in the book that I was telling you about, and other places on my channel you can see that. But anyway, so let's take a look at number 13. Now we're going to play 1 and 1s. The first measure is the hand motions. The second measure is actually how it will be notated in music, all right? And we're playing buzz rolls because this is middle school skill sets. We're not going to get into open rolls at this point. So let's look at 13. Here's 13 twice. Ready, and. All right, and make sure that they release on a tap. Young players will go. You don't want to do that, so it needs to be buzz, 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 tap. And this will take some getting used to if they're novices at it. So then we go on to 14 and we play 2 and 2s. 2, ready, and. Okay. And then as we did on number 11 and 12, we will combine 13 straight into 14. 2, ready, and. Repeat. Now let me add another comment. The angle at which the sticks are held in relation to the playing surface is ultra important. If you've got a student that's doing this, that's not going to work. Conversely, if you've got a student that's doing this, that's not going to work either because they're going to hit the buzz. You want to hit right in the center of this sweet spot of the bead so that more of the bead surface area is actually buzzing on the playing surface. You're going to get a better quality of sound. You can't hear that on a practice pad, but if you start flat and raise up, you can certainly tell it on a drum. Actually, you can tell it on the practice pad. You're going to raise up. Plus, it's more difficult to execute the buzz rolls like this. So everything relaxed, just natural position. Slightly less than 90 degrees. Okay, so this is the introduction, all right? 101 of playing the skill set of playing a buzz roll, which is 11, 12, 13, and 14. And I would refer you to my book that has several pages, many pages of roll patterns, all right? We're all about patterns. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video where we will introduce flams, all right? Very, very important skill sets on this page. Well, they're all important, but rolls and flams, paradiddles, they're right up there. Okay, practice this, have fun, enjoy what you're doing, and have a great day.